Let's get over to the kitchen now and check in with Judy and see what she's cooking for us today. Judy?
I'm bagged. I love a good pastrami and a piece of cheesecake. But today, I'm thinking about the weather outside, and to me, it's the perfect day to make a good roast chicken. Now, what I'm going to do is, instead of making a pan gravy, one of my relatives is gluten-free, so I am focusing on cauliflower. First, there was cauliflower mashed, then there was cauliflower rice. Now we're going to make cauliflower sauce, and that's going to take the place of gravy, so no flour in it at all. This sauce is so versatile, you could toss it in pasta, but today we'll use it instead of a pan gravy. We're going to roast our chicken. I'll give you some tips on that, and the rub and the truffle salt, and bring it all together for a comfy rainy day meal.
Back to the kitchen now with Chef Judy. She's making roasted chicken with creamy cauliflower sauce. Judy?
That's right. So let's get started. In the pot I have a quart of chicken stock. Now, if you weren't making the chicken, you just wanted to make the cauliflower sauce, say for pasta or another sauce to go on a vegetable dish, you can use vegetable stock, but I'm using chicken stock, and I'm going to bring that to a boil. I'm going to cook it for about 10 minutes till the cauliflower is nice and tender. So we're just going to leave that be for a little bit. Let's talk about the chicken. You have to make sure that you season the cavity of the chicken, or if you're doing turkey, it's really important. That's why I have my gloves on. So what I did was I already put some seasoning in there, and I'm going to put in a lemon. Depending on the size is how much you want to put in. You got to be careful. I'm putting in cloves. I have 1 lemon. I'm going to come over. I have some leeks here. Let me grab leeks, and I'm going to put that in there. It's going to give it a lot of flavor. So seasoned in the cavity. Then we're going to make some more seasoning to go around it. I'm starting this upside down, and the reason is because all the juice from the breast will slip down in that breast to make it extra juicy. Let me take 1 glove off here and just add a little sweet paprika, or if you want hot, you can, a little garlic salt. And that just makes a basic blend, because then we're going to use fresh thyme and rosemary. I love rosemary. So remember, this is all in the cavity as well. And we're going to make sure we get it on both sides, even though we're starting it skin side down. Little black pepper is going to do it. That's perfect. So that part's done, okay? That's going to go in the oven at 350 degrees until it reaches 160. You take it out, put a tent on it for 5 minutes. Now, while the cauliflower is steaming, I want you to melt 2 tablespoons of butter. And then we're going to add some minced garlic, and I have a shallot in there too. After the chicken's been in the oven for about 15 minutes upside down, I'm going to slather it with truffle butter, and you can get that over at the Fresh Market. After half an hour, I'm going to turn the chicken the right side up, and it will finish roasting the rest of the way. So we come back, it's time to make the cauliflower sauce. Trust me, even if you don't like cauliflower, you're going to love this new style of eating. Hey there, Scott. Now, Scott, I don't want you to be scared about the cauliflower, because you need to trust me. When I'm done, it's not going to taste like cauliflower. It's going to taste like gravy. So you see, I've blanched off the cauliflower. It's nice and tender, mostly with chicken stock and some water. But the chicken stock is really going to give it some depth. Now, the thing you want to remember is, if you want to keep it vegetarian, just use vegetable stock. So we're going to put it in our Vitamix, and then we're going to add about ½ cup of whole milk, and then I have fennel salt, and I just love the flavor of fennel, so I think that salt really adds to it. We sauteed the garlic in 2 tablespoons of Irish butter, and I have a little shallot in there as well, and some fresh thyme. So you want to get every little bit that's down there, because that's lots of flavor. Now, if you need to, you can just take some of the chicken stock, or whatever stock you used, and pour that in as well. And then we're going to start blending. The whole key with this particular sauce is to get your consistency right. You don't want it too thick. It's going to get noisy just for a minute. Okay, so that's probably good enough. A little bit thick, so I can add some more milk, or I prefer the cauliflower stock because it's left. When it comes out, you're going to have this beautiful creamy sauce. Now, don't tell my husband, but to trick him so I don't have to make that fattening pan gravy, I just add a little bit of Gravy Master, or if you have Kitchen Bouquet at home. Gives it a depth of flavor. It also is going to turn it that light caramel color, which is going to be perfect for the chicken. So when we go to break, I'll cut the chicken, but what I want to do is just put a little pool down here, then I'll cut the chicken and top some on top. We'll be back and I'll have it all ready for lunch.
Back in the kitchen with Judi Gallivert, cauliflower gravy.
Cauliflower sauce. John, I'm telling you, your wife's going to be proud of me because
That's
it's a lot less
surprising.
calories. Doesn't it taste like gravy, right?
I didn't think I was going to go for that. Good.
It's good.
Really
I'm
good.
so glad. So you need to trust me in that. And you can simply add Parmesan cheese to it, and that
that'd
becomes
be nice too,
a
right?
vegetable Alfredo sauce, right?
That's delicious.
There we go. You keep eating. I'll throw it back to Scott.